Hey, look at that. It's $5,000.
So, what do you think of Louis C.K.?
I don't know, man. Crazy. I think the entire situation is just insane. I think
I decided that I should bring in a second masturbation expert to discuss this issue.
Yeah.
James,
I think we're all experts.
have you ever masturbated before?
I think most are guilty of that.
Of what? Of what he did?
No masturbation.
Oh, so have you masturbated before?
Yeah, obviously. But yeah.
So, have you ever masturbated in front of somebody else before?
Yeah, but not in this kind of situation.
It was consensual?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Nobody's ever admired me.
Because he thought it was consensual too.
Nobody's ever been in a position to admire me. It would never hold up in court.
Has anybody ever masturbated in front of you?
No. Except for you. Right?
Would you mind if I masturbated right now?
I don't know. You are in a position of power over me. So.
Oh, a little bit bigger than you.
What's physical power? Yeah.
I could hold you down and masturbate over you.
Our next video. See if that gets some views.
But what do you think? Like, where do you have to be in the head to think it's a great idea to ask somebody that question at all? Like, just at all?
I don't know. He made it. He was rich. He had money. He had.
Just got divorced. This was like 5 years ago, so he like just got divorced.
So. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Well, I've seen a lot of I've listened to a lot of Louis C.K. on Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
So like I've listened to a lot more of like personal stories of his. So it really, honestly, this really doesn't surprise me at all. I wasn't surprised when he came out and said that it was all true. I was like, yeah, I totally buy it, because just things started clicking in my head. I'm like, yeah, he had like just gotten divorced. And he was talking about how he was going crazy with girls.
Mm.
And there was rumors and shit, and you know.
Yeah. Well, he even talked about it in, his bits and stuff, not just on the radio.
Well, you talk about masturbating, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he
can't talk about masturbating in front of him.
No, never. No, he never admitted to it.
That would have been a great bit.
The statements came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should have did that on Saturday Night Live.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Instead of talking about how great it must be to fuck children.
The near of the end. A very funny man.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. That man, it was when the audience went, "Aw," that was when he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh.
And then it all kind of, like, the thought of where he was and what bit he was doing at that moment kind of crashed in on him.
Yeah.
That maybe this might have been a bad idea.
I don't think he really...
He played it off good, though.
Cared. I don't think he really cared.
He seems very self-destructive. I will say that. He's always been very... Like, it's one of those things where... I don't know, he's so funny that it carries the bit no matter what it is across.
Yeah, people will accept it.
Yeah, because it's funny. Yeah,
as he's
he's
an icon for how many years?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Bill Cosby almost. Not the same scenario, obviously, but the same kind of identity.
Yeah,
he's that kind of guy. Where people, like, even though he says
like, no, honestly, it's really not even all that different or all that similar, because Bill Cosby was a very clean comedian.
No, not at all. They're completely different comedians. I just mean the size of his, like, who he is. A lot of people know who he is.
I would say that he's become kind of a household name, but not as big as Cosby.
No, but you can understand how. He could say something on the cutting edge, and how, that might be viewed as, like, taboo, but people accept it because
because it's Louis.
Yeah, they don't.
I think they accept it because it's so goddamn funny. You can't help but laugh.
Well, there is that too.
It's one of those I can't really be mad if I'm laughing.
Yeah.
Type things.
Well,
and he's so funny.
He's a master at what he.
Yeah, he's got a really good timing. He's got a really good rat-a-tat with the way he rips things out. Like it's.
And it's almost like he tells a joke and then he takes himself out of like responsibility.
Yeah.
While he's telling the joke.
Yeah.
Because he just kind of.
It's the pass of the buck. He's always passing the buck. Yeah.
And then he throws out the punchline and then he just kind of like backs
and,
away from it.
And just kind of mauls through
the
effects of what just happened.
So.
Yeah, it's very funny. I don't know. But like I got with the video that I did yesterday, I got a lot of comments of people that were like, "Oh, it's a shame I can't watch Louis C.K. anymore." And I'm like, "Why?" Like, clearly there's going to be no new material for probably a good long while. Maybe never again.
I think,
FX dropped him. HBO dropped him. Netflix dropped him. Everything's canceled. His movie's canceled. And the movie, I think, was premiering.
Yeah.
Like, it was coming out. And I think everything is fucking canceled now.
No.
And so, like, that's a lot of work and effort just wasted. And that, ultimately, I think that's what's a big shame about it, is just all those people that, now they're just not going to get paid even though they put in all that work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that fucking sucks.
But it's crazy, the snowball.
Oh,
of the
right?
entire industry.
Yeah. Dude, and this is, I can only imagine this is the tip of the iceberg. That, man, so much more shit is probably going to be coming out very soon.
Just the tip?
This is just the tip. They're just easing it in. Yeah. And honestly, this is pretty tame compared to...
What's his name?
A lot of the shit, like
Weinstein.
fucking Harvey Weinstein and...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's really weird that people are like that. That, like, I don't think that... Because the ultimate thing is I don't want to pay money and support that. But there's oodles of different ways to not pay for content. You can watch it on YouTube. You can watch the whole stand-up hours on YouTube and shit. So,
yeah,
like, why should it ruin
what he did,
what he's done?
Oh, yeah.
With what he's done. Because I mean, you can't divorce yourself from the person and say this is a performer and they're doing a performance and I enjoy the performance, so therefore I'm going to watch the performance because the performance gives me enjoyment.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say I don't, not so much that I don't care what he's done, but I'm not gonna, because this isn't like Kevin Spacey. I gotta admit, Kevin Spacey might be a little bit uncomfortable to watch for a while because I might just be like, dude, which one did you touch? Yeah. Like, which one of the people that you're acting with right now did you do something inappropriate with? Like,
I have to say, when I found out about that, I wasn't surprised, but I was like, Kevin, no.
Yeah, dude.
Kevin, no.
House of Cards is done. I was so excited for the next season.
Kevin, no.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's like, can I ever enjoy House of Cards again?
Because he's
well, yeah, I don't think that I should not be able to enjoy watching. Obviously, at this point, you don't want to pay money. And that's the issue. That's the sticking point. But it's like you have a Netflix subscription. You're not paying for House of Cards if you have a Netflix. You're paying for all of the shit that Netflix does.
Yeah.
So you should... Like, I don't understand why people can't still enjoy shit. I don't think so. Last time I checked, they were still up.
Okay.
But that was like the day after I found out, which was like a week or two after it happened, after it all came out. So I'm guessing they're probably still up. But, I don't know, it just seemed odd to me, because it's like, was it Pete Townsend, was it? That he got in trouble for, like, kiddie porn? Wasn't it?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Probably.
But, like, and people still listen to, what the fuck?
They still play it on the radio.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It off the radio. That's a staple.
Yeah.
Cleveland.
So, like...
Rock City.
Yeah, like, I mean, so... I don't think that if somebody, but people still watch OJ play football, I imagine.
I guess. Who's watching OJ tapes, dude? What are you talking about?
I don't know.
This was the juice.
I don't know.
Study it, kids.
But you know what I mean? Like, Tiger Woods
Yeah.
was an amazing golfer.
Yeah.
And he got into trouble.
Yeah.
He's still an amazing golfer.
Yeah.
And even after all that, he still played golf.
Hmm.
But who's going to sign Louis C.K.?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just weird. Like, is it like a tightening of everybody's sphincter? Is it just so much more now because there's so much going on and so much coming out, and it's like we got to just crush all these people because we got to stop them.
Oh,
And it's like now
yeah.
everybody, no matter what it is, you're just fucked.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he masturbated in front of some girls that he asked permission. I mean,
Yeah.
call it what it is, but
Well, I don't know the situation.
it is a fucked up situation with the one. Like, from what I heard, one girl, he, like, masturbated over the phone when he was talking to her on the phone. Right? Well, that's like, who cares?
That's weird.
It is very weird. It is very weird. But if it's like, you're talking up a chick, and I don't know if you think there's like a vibe there or something.
Yeah, but that's not really how you get a chick going. You know?
Well, maybe
I never
he
thought in
didn't
my
give a
head,
shit
like-
about her going. Maybe he cared about him
Well,
going.
maybe that's the person.
Maybe
he
that's
was.
his thing. Maybe that's his kink.
Yeah, because I don't know, man. We're all evil, I guess.
Well,
We're
look, I
trying,
mean,
though.
comedians have some odd sexual proclivities.
People have odd, you know.
I don't.
We're straight.
What?
Not a bit. Dude, we're all guilty. We're all guilty of
But maybe that's his thing. Fucking, he likes masturbating in front of girls. Maybe
Well,
it's the shame of it. Maybe it's the
Apparently.
thrill of it. Maybe it's who knows.
Yeah.
I mean, Anthony Weiner's sending penis pictures to everybody. Even after he got caught, still sending more penis pictures.
Yeah.
He's probably sending a dick pic right fucking now. And it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I mean?
If he's doing it right. Yeah.
That's Saturday. You never know. I'm just saying, like... But, I mean, this certainly doesn't excuse it.
No.
I'm just trying to get into the mindset. Like, where do you have to be in your head to go, it's appropriate for me to ask my coworker if I can masturbate in front of her?
I don't.
I worked with a lot of women and never thought that was going to fly very far. I asked a girl that today
Yeah.
at work.
I guess if
But
you were
it's
the
like,
boss,
you know, it's
and you,
it's a funny thing.
I don't
It was
know.
funny. We talked current events. It wasn't like I then whipped out my dick and started doing it. You know, it was a joke.
Could have went either way.
Yeah. Hey, you know, could have went both ways.
I guess in a position of power, you know.
Hey,
If you
and
do
that's the
that.
thing. And like we started talking about it, and she's totally like with the fuck it, this bullshit. This is all bullshit bandwagon. And I'm like, well, the one where the girl was on the phone, she could have just hung up.
Wow.
That as far as I'm concerned, you're on the phone. Like, whatever. You listen to Fap.
Well,
Come
did
on.
he say, hey, you're going to lose your job if you don't listen to me masturbate while talking to me on the phone?
I don't think so, because he's asking permission. That's not, how do you work that in? Is it okay if I fire you if you don't listen to me masturbate on the phone?
Is that like a loophole? Like,
Can
did
you
he-
say
in
that?
his
Like, 'cause
mind-
that's
in his mind, did he? No, not an actual. That can't stand up. Oh, I asked her. But in his mind,
I
did
said,
he
is
think-
it cool that
in
you
his-
lose your career?
In
if
his
this doesn't
mind, did
happen?
he think, I'm not forcing him?
Well, no,
But I'm asking him.
Well, the thing is,
It's like a handshake.
I think what it is like he blew up so big and got so many girls that were giving him attention because he's massive and he can make their careers.
Yeah.
And he was like, these girls are into me.
Oh.
And he was like, you
Misunderstood.
probably hanging out with them. Things started to maybe vibe for him. Maybe he read the room wrong. And maybe he was like, this might be cool if they're into this. And maybe he just like, hey, are you guys into maybe doing this? It's kind of like if you're hanging out with two girls
Wow.
and you go to a hotel room and you're hanging out and you're drinking and whatnot or whatever.
Yeah.
and you look at him and go, so you guys want to fuck? Like, it's the same type of thing. It's just, this is very weirder.
Yeah.
And the one that I had the problem with was the girl that I guess he worked with that was like, I don't want to say under him, but you know, under him. And that,
I shake my head.
but like, you know, in that situation, that is a thing where it's like she works for him. So him asking her to do that, no matter what the situation was, like I imagine they had a playfully flirtatious, or like they kind of threw sexual innuendo back and forth at each other.
Yeah, human nature.
And he might have just been like, well, she might be into this, so let's go for the gusto.
Yeah.
And you mind if I whip this out?
Yeah.
And she might have in her head been like, oh my god, if I say no, is he gonna be like, holy shit? And that's what I was saying to the you know, the very nice young lady at work. I was saying to her, you know, she was like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, well, in that situation, I'm like, think of it like this. If I say that to our supervisor, he can be like, no, get the fuck out of here, and nothing's gonna, like, there's nothing I can do to him.
Yeah.
But if the supervisor says that to me, I can be like, well, shit, am I gonna be, if I say no, am I gonna be put on the crappiest fucking machine every night for the rest of my life that I work for him?
Yeah.
And how do I go, and the supervisor, like, called me in the office and sat me down and said, I want to masturbate in front of you. And I was like, how's that HR meeting go?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So that's a fucked up situation. That's a bad one. And I think that's where, and honestly, from the way the apology sounded, that seems to be really the only one that he kind of alludes to in it.
Yeah. It sucks, man.
So
he was funny.
Dude, he's still funny. That's the thing. And the problem of it is that it's gone now. It's all gone.
Yeah.
It's just 5 years ago, he fucked up everything from this point on. How shitty is that? You know what I mean? Like, it's a ticking time bomb. It just sits there and waits.
Oh, I know.
That's why I can't believe these guys that do this shit. It's
I don't know the lifestyle. I mean, you know.
Oh, I mean, I can't fathom.
You and I don't live that kind of lifestyle.
Well, I kind of do.
To know. No, you don't.
I a little fame.
Well, yeah, no, I understand, you know, but not...
Dude, and that, you want to hear something real fucked up?
What?
The girl at work that I was talking to about this, she's like, well, like, if, you know, like, let's say you and me, we say stuff back and forth to each other, if you become, like, famous, and I'm like, alright, this conversation's over. And she's like, what? I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. There's a possibility I might become famous. Whatever you're about to say next, I don't want to hear it. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking to you like that anymore. I'm like, nope, it's done. Because, seriously, you can't do that shit at any point in your career.
Yeah.
Or it's gone. It's all gone. I cannot fathom the mindset of, I'm untouchable. I just don't get it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But
I wouldn't understand.
Like I said, though, of all the things, this is pretty...
Mm-hmm. I live in a world of consequences. Consequences are dire.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, it's like when we were working with each other.
Yeah.
And fucking that one day that you were like, I can't believe these people that walk in here like their job isn't on the line if they fuck up horribly. Like, you're like, I'm always afraid that I'm going to lose my job if I fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, me too.
It's a healthy feeling.
Yeah, but, you know.
You know.
There is a point there where you go, well, then I'm just not going to fuck up.
Well,
you know, like, you just...
It makes you have to try to do better.
Yeah, you work. You fucking put in the work.
So, yeah, I think that's a good way to look at things. As if everything was on the line. It's not, but
yeah,
it helps to put a little tension in your life. Give yourself a...
Oh, dude.
You know.
You gotta look at it like it's on the line. And like it's a tricky place for me now, because it's like I have people at work that are interested in the channel, because I've been working there for a while now. It's been almost 4 months.
So they ask. And
so now I'm getting to be more friendly with people, and people are starting to take more of an interest in getting to know me, because they can see that I'm going to be sticking around for a while.
Right.
You know how it is with people that have been in a shop for forever.
Yeah.
They look at the new people like,
yeah.
I mean, I'll get to know you in a year.
You got 90 days.
yeah, before anybody's going to talk to you.
Before I even remember your name.
Exactly, because you could be gone.
Right.
And, dude, I've already run into people that, like, I've started talking to.
You're that guy now.
What?
Go ahead, what were you saying?
Oh, I've run into people where, like, they're new.
Yeah.
And I hear about them, like, stories about them, or they complain to me about stuff, and I'm like, oh, well, I don't even know your name anyway, so that's cool. Like, they're all gone. You know what I mean? Like, they come and go. I think 3 or 4 people have come and gone.
Yeah.
Since I've been, in the 4 months that I've been there.
Yeah.
Because, dude, it's hardcore. Fucking, you gotta work.
Dust in the wind, man.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I can't fathom. But yeah, like, okay, so people at work now, now that I've been there for a while, they're starting to want to, like, find out more about me, get to know me more, you know, because I'm friendly, I'm affable, you know.
friendly.
So I got guys at work that are like, fucking link me your channel. And I'm like, sure. And I send them the channel, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, what did I say about somebody at work? They're going to see and be like, oh, I know who he's talking about. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, no. And I'm like...
12 people at work circle you like pitchforks.
Oh, dude. You know what I mean? So I'm like...
I never thought of that.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, though? Because it's like... And I'm thinking to myself, well, I did talk about... You know, how, like, for a while there, I was checking out the butts of girls at work. Because they're hot. And I'm like, hey, you know, I'm fucking sitting here just running a line. And then she's over there running her thing. And her back's to me. But, you know what I mean? So, like, I gotta kind of watch what I say.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Yeah.
You never know. And I tell everybody, like, whenever I send them the link to the channel, I'm like, don't... If you comment...
Yeah.
Don't say that you work with me, because people are going to pump you for information. And don't say where we work, because then people know where I work.
Yeah.
And that, not good.
Yeah.
So, I kind of prep everybody individually.
Oh.
And it's just like... but it's like...
You have like a clipboard and you're like...
I should.
Just initial.
But think of it, though. Like, that's... And I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah, I know, man.
2,700 and slowly trickling upwards.
It makes sense.
And
there's got to be at least one person out there that wants to shoot you.
Exactly. And still, I'm like, don't fucking fuck my shit up, man. And I watch everything I say to people, because it's like... And I try to make sure that everybody understands where I'm coming from with shit.
And you don't talk about work.
And I never get into specifics.
You don't need to talk about.
Yeah, I'm extremely general with things. There's a girl. Yeah. This dude. My buddy.
And when you're looking at asses, it could be anybody. It could be men.
Dude, it could be men's asses. It could be...
And with you?
I could like some of the biggest asses in that place. It could be anything.
Anybody.
And they know. And it's funny because they all know. And it's, you know, nobody gave a shit.
See, I said sinner.
What?
Everybody's
sinner.
Yeah. Just eyeing up everybody in the room.
Fuck yeah.
Men, women.
Dude, I don't give a shit.
Everybody, all white.
If your butt is tight.
Sinner.
Yeah.
You are a sinner.
Nah, I'm fine. I just like eating ass. Anyways.
By eating ass face.
And scene. That's what I do, right? When I spread those butt cheeks apart and I go.
It's like the curtain.
Yeah. And
dude.
Scene. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just I don't understand where the mindset could possibly come from. Like I can't fathom me getting to a level of fame where I think my actions will have no consequences in the future.
Yeah, I don't know. Moments of stupidity, I guess.
I mean, maybe if I would have started this channel 20 years ago when I was 18.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You look at...
But then, what the fuck would I have been doing?
You look at what he did, and you look at how he did it, the process of, you know... Because there's a process, and you've seen them all talk about their process to, you know, rise as a comedian.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I mean, that's what you take from it, is, you know, he has funny jokes, for sure. And other people are going to write other jokes based on the jokes that he wrote years from now.
Yeah. And every comedian is way fucked up in some way or another.
Yeah. It's like Joe Rogan says, not but he says pressure makes diamonds, and it makes sense. It doesn't excuse what he did.
Some of the
Doesn't excuse the
Kinnison.
jerking. Oh yeah, probably a month.
The shit that he did.
That he never got accused
The
of.
coke and hookers and all that, and he used to be a preacher. Oh my god, dude! I can only imagine back then. Cosby, the shit that he did. Fucking, I mean. And what the fuck was it that happened to Cosby?
Yeah.
That made him that fucking...
So that's the 70s and 80s, right? Not more than 20, 30 years
Pryor
ago.
lighting himself on fire?
Yeah. But I'm saying we're all, we're animals. We're savages,
Yeah. Especially when we're younger. Especially when we have major life changes like a divorce.
Yeah.
And fame at the same time.
No, I just mean everything. It's just...
Girls throwing themselves at you because you're famous and you're newly divorced.
Yeah, that's like king shit back in the day. Like that's what people.
And you're sitting in that hotel room, drinking and laughing with these.
Well,
girls.
they're not throwing themselves at.
And you just like, I'm gonna jerk off in front of these girls. I guess I can see.
This is what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, that's the mentality. Is the king?
Huh?
He was the king of
his
genre
little
of
fiefdom.
entertainment. Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's the mentality, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
But that's so not the world anymore, though. There's so many people this shit happens to. Even 5 years ago, who was a big famous person 5 years ago that got in trouble for some sexual shit? I imagine there was somebody. Bill Clinton. It was longer than 5 years ago. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, dude.
Think about it, dude. It's always been around.
Dude, really, really, really fucked up shit has been around for a long, long, long time. Most of you don't even hear about, don't even know about.
And this isn't even all that fucked up. Like, for some of the shit that...
In a modern society, it's pretty fucked up. This is my social justice warrior.
Like, not to throw him under the bus or anything, Jim Norton.
Like,
the golden showers and shit like that. Like, I'm just sitting there going, oh, Jimmy.
He's told his stories on stage.
And that's what I'm saying, though. Like, is that kind of...
concerned? I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
You know what I mean?
Has he
Like,
said
he
since?
Oh, I listened to him and Sam talk about Louis. I listened to their show. And he didn't really, but like Patrice, if Patrice was still alive, the Brazil hookers. And like he talked about that on the show and shit like that, but that could, if he would have hit fame, and that comes out,
yeah,
something he talked about on Opie and Anthony years ago, and now plane goes down. Different time periods, shit that happened in the 60s, 70s that, was almost everywhere back then, and nowadays it's like, well, that happened to me 30 years ago, and it's like, well, fuck, that was not forgivable, but it's one of those things where it's like you can understand the mindset of this is okay for me to do because everybody's doing it. But nobody's masturbating in front of girls. He's just Louis C.K. This is the first... Yeah. I don't think anybody else has gotten in trouble for something like this.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
But it's this. Like I said, the snowball. That now that people are coming out, it's like,
and everybody's getting drunk down. They're just casting the net in the ocean and picking up everybody they can.
Yeah.
And it dude, and that's the scary thing, because if it's something like this, which is all in all pretty, he didn't rape anybody.
Yeah, it's...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He didn't touch anybody else. He just vigorously touched himself.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to the scheme of sexual crimes, this is one I would prefer to have performed on me. You know what I mean?
He's no Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. So and it was 5 girls. So even that is almost like, well, at least it's not 30 women coming forward going, for the past 20 years, Louis C.K. has been masturbating chronically in front of every woman he's ever... You know what I mean? So it's not even really all that bad, but it's like, this almost seems like the lull before the storm, you know what I mean? Like,
It is awful.
Tom Cruise, what fucking crazy shit has he done? Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Like, you just gotta kind of, at this point, think of anybody and go, what fucking crazy pot-induced thing did Seth Rogen and fucking, what's his face? James Franco do?
I object to that. I object. That does not...
Dude, I saw Pineapple Express. They got into some crazy shit over weed in that movie.
Yeah.
The both of them, they get together, who knows what crazy shit.
That's...
You know, Michael Cera, all the fucking stuff that he's into.
Hollywood stuff.
I'm just saying.
I guess.
But, like, and that's what, like, in that movie. Do you ever see that movie? The End is Near, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Their
movie. Their movie.
Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Fucking coke and getting blown by girls and all that shit. Yeah. And it makes me think about, like, because I don't know. I mean, is that an actual thing?
Party,
like, is that Michael Cera's in the bathroom fucking getting blown by random girls and snorting coke? Is that like a... I don't even know. Is that a thing that's known? Is Michael Cera known for that?
I don't know.
Is that the Stewie running down the mall naked going, I just escaped from Kevin Spacey's basement? Like, is that a sign that Michael Cera's into some fucking weird ass shit? Is that gonna come out? Like, this, it makes you question everything.
Yeah. I never even thought of that.
You know what I mean? It's insanity.
It is nuts.
Everything now, you kind of gotta go, whoa, what is that?
I guess you write about what you know. If that's what you know. I guess.
I mean, Seth Rogen and those guys, they all hang out with Michael Cera. He was in Superbad and a lot of those movies.
Well, like you said, in the grand scheme of crimes that are going out and coming out and whatnot, like...
Yeah, I'll even take, Michael Cera doing a whole bunch of coke and getting blown by random girls in bathrooms. As long as he's not, like, forcing them.
I guess. But yeah.
But Louis didn't force anybody either, apparently.
I feel bad for the girls, but, like, honestly, in my financial situation, if I got, like, even...
masturbated
$200,000, I would suck Louis C.K.'s dick. It would not bother me a bit.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have to work again.
Dude, I've seen his penis. I wouldn't want to put that in my mouth. And that's me saying
for
that.
$250,000? $500,000? Dude, I'd probably do it for $200,000.
Dude, you'd probably do it for $200.
maybe.
Look what's great.
Maybe 85.
You knew it was true.
$85,000. I'm doing the math in my head.
Dude, let's see how low
it would take me another 5 to 10 years.
$85,000. $85,000? That's all you need?
What's that?
What is that? A year's salary
to take off, man? I'd be ready to go.
Just 1 year?
Just 1 year. Just put it in the stock market. The stock market's taking off.
You want 1 free year, and you'll suck a dick for it. And honestly, for me, that would be like almost 3 years that I could make it not having to work.
See, and it would be so much more beneficial to you, wouldn't it? It's a joke.
Certainly for my mindset.
Calm down.
No, I'm just saying you're lowballing, dude. To suck, and Louis C.K. he's a ginger Mexican dude.
We were negotiating. I'm a bad negotiator.
That's what I'm saying.
You started at
$250,000.
I did.
For me, you went as high as $500,000.
And see, so now you understand how this could happen so easily to these poor women.
Did he offer him money? I don't think he offered him money.
Yeah, I went down to $85,000.
And yeah, you started at...
I'm a desperate man.
$250,000. And you started with, I want to take the next 20 years off work, and ended with, I think 1 year is just fine.
No, man, I want to build. I want to build my wealth. Build your wealth. I don't know how to do it. I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, fucking... I think I got a quarter somewhere. I can give that to you, and you can build your wealth. Or you can start with $250,000.
Yeah.
How much wealth can you build with $250,000?
You get it pretty good.
Dude.
It's something.
I gotta get you to buy something from me.
Buy something from you.
So, that car.
Huh.
So I'm thinking like $1,000. You can take off like a day for that, right?
It's like a friend's discount.
You think a week.
You're like $1,000 for your car, and you give me a blowjob. And I'd be like, man, all right,
deal, son, on film. Anyways, so
you can't put all that on you.
What to wrap up?
You have to cut it to where it's in my favor, and never release it.
It will be.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, at least if we ever get big, they'll know my price.
Yeah, big.
That's right.
Well, you're fucking leaving in how many months? How big are you gonna get then, motherfucker?
Not very big.
I'll have to.
It'll be the end of.
I'll have to game share with you, and you can game with me.
The end of the James era. It's all right.
I was just saying, man, it might not be worth it to follow with her.
Yeah.
You got to think about the channel. Let her take the kid.
I could have made it in the channel.
You can stay here with both moms.
They commented on me. Yeah. Yeah. See, you don't talk about work. I don't talk about family.
No, I don't talk about family either. Jesus.
You can pry it out of me.
Generalizations. I have a mother.
Yes.
I have a father. I talk to them. I talk to my dad about this. You know what I mean? Like very general things. Even though my dad's been on the channel.
Yeah. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
That's cool. Somebody wiser than you, for sure.
It's where all of my wisdom comes from. It's just shit that I repeat that he said.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to adapt it to my life. And that is the fucking...
The key?
Key.
The key. Collective learning.
Yeah. And my dad said, don't fuck with the crazies. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody in this world is crazy, so I just don't fuck with people.
For the most part. Whenever possible.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think we did good work today. I think we've decided... What have we decided? We decided that Louis C.K. did in fact do something a little bit wrong. Because with the girl that he worked with, that's a bad one. The other ones you can kind of be like, wow, come on. You know.
I guess.
And I think you should still be able to understand, or to enjoy the performance of the performer. You should be able to divorce yourself from that.
Well, the mentality of the lifestyle doesn't forgive the action, regardless. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
So, but no.
But I just wanted to figure out what it was. Like, how do you get to that point where you go, this is going to be cool. This is going to be a good idea.
It's the God.
This is not going to, God complex.
Above the consequences, the possible. I mean, that's, I don't know.
When mothers go into the church to
me.
pray that their daughter doesn't die of a septic hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Who do you think they're praying to?
Interactions are terrifying. And the reason why they're exciting is because they're terrifying sometimes. Because especially the first time with somebody.
Dude, that's why I just masturbate. I don't
keep it simple,
fuck
folks.
Anybody. Like, it's too risky. Too risky. Especially now. It's like, oh, God. Like, I'm thinking about every girl I ever had sex with. Like, oh, no. What's going to happen? But, hey, man.
What's going to happen?
We'll find out what it was I did in high school that's going to bring me down. You know what I mean? Like, what do you do?
I think you're okay, man. I think you're okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
I think you're right.
Who even knows? They could find out about us.
It would be terrible. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's an interesting thing. Like to look at it from the outside looking in, it's a very interesting thing to really kind of dissect the mindset of how you get there. I don't know. But I think you should still be able to watch his comedy.
Yeah. Still
be able to laugh at it. But, you know, like I said though, every time a masturbation joke comes up, I'm going to be like...
Yeah. And people will tell him. They just give it time.
Yeah. I think he bounces back from this. I don't
think he'll be telling the jokes. He's not going to be up there like, ha.
Well,
like,
maybe he might be. Yeah, maybe he might be writing.
That's not going to happen. No, I mean other comedians are going to.
Yeah, he'll probably be a writer.
Bust his balls about what he did.
I don't know. I think he might be able to come back from this. Honestly, I think he might come back from this.
Yeah.
Like I think he might be doing stand up again someday.
Yeah.
I think he comes back from this. I think it's going to be years, maybe even a decade. But I think he comes back from this. He does the Dave Chappelle Back from Africa tour. You know what I mean? Like
disappear.
Yeah, he's going to probably go very, very dark. Because what else is he going to do?
Yeah.
So obviously he's not going to go to any Hollywood stuff. He's going to go completely underground.
Yeah. Well, he is intelligent because you can't do
he's
that.
A smart guy.
The way he does if you're not somewhat intelligent. So.
Yeah.
I think he understands the way that the world, everybody knows everything that
Get
you do
shady.
all the time.
Wait for whatever fucked up thing is next to come out.
Yeah.
And everybody will forget about him.
Yeah. The worst thing you can do is try to...
They're still trying to crack who all is in the fucking pedophile stuff in Hollywood. So when that starts coming out, fucking Louis C.K. is going to look like a good day.
Why are we surprised? I mean, you have the... I mean, look at the church and what happened how many years ago? And
they literally thought they were God.
And that's the church. You know, like...
Yeah,
this is a church.
This is a church
it's
too.
An establishment.
It's the Church of Scientology.
Yeah,
you know, like seriously,
I guess
it is exactly what it is. And these people are the fucking
Scientologists. Can you imagine Eyes Wide Shut parties with Tom Cruise at the top? Like,
that's
I'm the king of Scientology.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man.
That's where
like,
you make
what
Holmes.
Crazy fucking shit is going on with him?
That's the mentality, that lifestyle. We don't know anything about it. When are you gonna climb on top of a pile of naked?
Well, I mean, I guess if you walk
supermodels?
into like a Hollywood party, and there's a bunch of naked kids running around, you kind of go, "What is this?" And you go, "Oh, you just fuck one," and it's like,
Kids.
"Oh, everybody just does that." Yeah, here, grab one. You know, like I don't know, well, whatever the fuck it is.
I said actresses.
Oh, I thought you said
kids.
Okay, so there's actresses, a bunch of naked actresses running around.
A little wide-eyed.
Okay.
Actresses and supermodels. Artists.
Maybe I went into a
adults.
different direction of it. Okay,
Yes.
so then there's a bunch of naked actresses running around, and it's
We
like you
don't
just grab one and
know
fuck them up, you know, and you could be like, oh, this is the way it is out here, and internally all those girls are like, this isn't cool, man. I just want to be in a movie.
I don't know. That's my anti-religion pitch. No, I did not say kids.
Actresses.
Sorry. Apologies for mumbling.
Anyways, yeah. Okay. I mean, I went the same direction. I was just...
You took it a step further.
I was going where you were at, and I was like, let's just rush through it.
It was a step off the cliff.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
no, actresses. Supermodel.
Actresses, yeah. So, yeah. And, dude, they let you grab them by the pussy. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there you go. Donald Trump.
I guess.
And he became president.
I don't know.
You think Louis C.K. is not going to... He's going to come back painted orange with hair and a suit.
You think?
And he's going to be doing stand-up.
You think? Maybe. Midlife crisis, orange, the wig, the Trump wig. I don't think so. But
anyways, all right. Wrapping up. You have any last words?
No, I'm
Anything
sorry.
else you
I
wanna
don't have
say?
much to say about it. Anything you say is incriminating.
Yeah.
Everything.
Pretty much everything you say is
Everything's incriminating.
Everything's incriminating.
So,
yeah.
I like Louis C.K.
But you know what? Honestly, and maybe this is what it really is when it comes down to it. I think it's going to be fun to just ride the wave. No matter how high or low my wave gets, if I reach the pinnacle, fucking sweet, fucking ride it all the way through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's where Louis C.K. was. Maybe he was just like, let's ride this. I bet you they let me jerk off. Who knows?
So is that like one of the things when you reach the wave, the top of the wave, when you can see the beach?
Dude, if you're there, you fucking get up on your board and
just gonna whip it out.
Just fucking, you know what? Here's my video for today. I'm jacking off for y'all. I mean, who knows?
You're like, I'm jerking off on the continent in your face.
Dude.
I guess.
Maybe that's what it is. You just go, I bet you I can just live out whatever fantasy I want. And maybe you just start working through them. You know what? I'd like to get a new car. And you get a nice flash car. And I want a big house. And you get a big house. And I want to jerk off in front of that girl. And that's when you kind of maybe go, ooh, that might be too much.
I think you'll be okay. I've known you for a long time.
God knows what trouble I'm going to get into. It's like, dude, like I've been saying since the podcast days. You want to hear some crazy fucked up shit? Just make me famous. Something will come out. I can't control myself enough to not go there.
Yeah.
At some point.
Maybe.
With something.
Maybe.
I just got to cover my ass when I do.
You're kind of boring. You're like me. You're kind of boring.
Because I'm broke. Would it give me a whole lot of money?
Yeah. Oh, so you have to get into this trouble.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'd have to work up into it.
You'd be
I'm nowhere near at the fame level yet where I'm going to be masturbating in front of fans.
You'll be alright.
But we could get there someday.
You're mature enough.
So like, subscribe, and share. And who knows, maybe someday you might get a dick pic.
Come on, man. I worked hard on my hair. I wanted to look good.
Right.
Look good for the camera.
I always do my hair.
Huh?
I always do my hair. Alright, you ready?
Yep. Did I tell you Omar shaved his head?
Shave his head.
He didn't shave his head. He just buzzed it. He came in. I was like, somebody get this man a hat. He looks.
God damn.
He looks fine.
I bet he looks good.
Sexy.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Alright.